What is up, Gamer Army? Welcome back to Psycho Gamer. As always, I'm your host, Aubrey, and today we're going to go over a game that has officially, finally, been released as opposed to just being leaked out by some Canadian or American retail website. So, before we go any farther, make sure you hit that like and subscribe and turn on those post notifications, as always, because I love hearing everything that you guys have to say, and I'm sure you want to hear what I've got to say as well. We're going to go over Terminator 2 right after this, so stay tuned. All right, welcome back again, guys. Like I said, we are going to go ahead and look at the Terminator 2 Arcade1up cabinet that just recently officially got announced within the past week or two. So this game came out in 1991. Well, realistically, the movie came out in 1991. But Terminator 2 Judgment Day was probably one of the most cinematic movies of its time in terms of the technology they used behind it, in terms of the graphics they used, and just everything about the entire movie was amazing. Now, fast forward, we get the Terminator 2 Judgment Day arcade machine that had two guns, two pew-pews, pew-pew, and they're fixed to the machine. Well, Arcade1up has actually now brought that particular cabinet to your homes in a somewhat affordable type price. So we're going to switch over into my computer and we're going to take a look at that. All right, here we are. Terminator 2, the arcade machine. Pre-orders are going to open up this coming Monday. So if you are in a candy coma from Halloween, that's your own fault if you miss it. So just saying. Now, not everybody's going to want to get it because of the price, but you know, we're going to go over the pictures that they're kind of showing here. Obviously, you got the two guys here standing with the actual guns. Now, these actually disconnect from the cabinet. Unlike the original ones that were on there, these light guns actually come off. Why? There's not enough room. I mean, realistically, if they put maybe a 20-inch screen in there and a little bit bigger cabinet, yeah, they would probably have a bit more room to actually play around. But there's just not that much room. You have your red one, you have your red one, and you have your blue one with the red tip, of course, so that, you know, police don't accidentally think that you're holding a blue pew-pew. Next screen is the actual cabinet itself. So the cabinet looks really good. I almost think that they probably could have put something right there, maybe some other kind of graphics up there. I know the arcade pretty much looked exactly as you're seeing right here, but that just looks like a black void right there. But I'm sure many of you modders will find something to put in there. Next screen is going to be the other 45-degree angle, showing the red on this side, blue on that side. And Arnie sitting there as pretty as can be. I think this graphic right here, instead of being down here, they could have done up here. So, Robert Patrick, sorry. You could have been a little bit higher up on the food chain as opposed to kicking level. This is your straight on look at it. Now, here's what we actually have here. Now, I know when I did my video back in July on the leaked version of this game, we really didn't know if these were actually going to disconnect from the actual game themselves. Now, with the pictures and the information they've actually released for us, now we know that they actually do come off. You're going to have your start buttons. Got start buttons all over the place. Now, downside about this game is there's only going to be one game on here. So that's going to be one downside for a lot of people that would be looking to get this. I think if they toss something else out there, like maybe the Aliens game or any other shooters, they probably would make more money on this particular game. It would make it more worth it for the price point that it's going to be sold at. You got your side profile. You got your other side profile, I know. And on the left, we have this. On the right, we have this. And another picture of somebody playing the game. And a little close-up shot of it as well. So the game is a light gun game, so Hopefully there's not going to be any issues going from these light guns going to LCD screens, because you know that a lot of times they don't like making that conversion over very well. But we have to remember too, these aren't real true arcade cabinets. They are, but they're not having the arcade boards like you're going to find in the actual arcades. They don't have those big CRT monitors. They can actually have these LCD, LED type screens and still play the games decently. In 1991, visionary director James Cameron changed cinema forever with Terminator 2 Judgment Day. I am not going to read all this for you guys. I'm going to link it below and you can take a look at it, at least that first paragraph. In anticipation, Midway developed Terminator 2, the arcade game, simultaneously with the film's production and release, utilizing sleek light guns for 1 or 2 players to play the roles of T-800 cyborgs, and the game featured Arnold Schwarzenegger, Robert Patrick, and Eddie Furlong, who has fallen off the face of the earth in terms of acting, reprising their respective roles in digitized footage. The game was a blockbuster hit in 91, and now, 30 years later, Arcade1up is thrilled to produce this title in a home arcade form factor. Okay, I lied. I'm going to read it all. Arcade1up game cabinets have quickly become absolute must-haves for retro game enthusiasts and pop culture collectors. They play great, look great, and instant conversation pieces. With Terminator 2, or T2, Arcade1up fans will get their hands on one of the most requested titles ever. What do we got? Terminator 2 Judgment Day. And the other game? Well, there is no other game. You get the behind-the-scenes footage. Ooh, ah, be still my heart. It is going to have Wi-Fi leaderboard capabilities, so if you want to find out how you're doing against somebody on the other side of the country, woo, you can do that. Light up marquee, and it's going to have the riser, as you already saw in this. So, assembled dimensions, 39 inches deep, 19.72 inches wide. I think it really should be at least 2 feet wide, but that's me. And 65.51 inches high. 81.57 pounds, so it's going to be a little beefy. And it's going to have that clear deck protector with the adjustable volume. Now, what are the prices going for? From what I understand, they're going for about $750. So that is a big, big chunk of change. So $750 is a lot of money. At least that's the speculation going around all of the actual sites. So look it on the Facebook Arcade1up fan page. That's what it's looking like. I don't see too many people that are going to want to pay $750 for one single game. I do think they need to add at least 1, maybe 2 more games in order to make it worth that price point. So what do you guys think? Do you guys think that this is super expensive for this particular cabinet? I think it is. $750, $800. I mean, when you start looking at that, you start scratching your head, wondering what the heck it is that they're really pushing right here. I mean, yes, we know that they have that cafe down there in the Miami Dolphins Stadium, but I don't think this really is going to justify the price point. So that's one thing that they've really got to look at. So hopefully they'll get some sales. I don't know. I think only if you really enjoyed this game and you really just want to add this to your collection, it's really the only people that are really going to be looking to buy this. Parents, grandparents who don't know any better will probably put some money into this. Like, oh, my grandson's going to love this. And put it, add to cart. If they know what add to cart is. So, I don't know. Maybe your grandparents, I apologize, but that's probably what you're thinking too. Little Jimmy's going to really love this. Who knows? But that's going to do it for the video today, guys. I appreciate you guys coming out and checking the video out, as always. Hopefully you liked the information I gave you on the Terminator 2. Yes, I know I did a video 2 or 3 months back, but this is more on the official side, since now Arcade1up is saying, hey, this is what we're doing, as opposed to, shh, we're not going to tell you just yet. So, but again, hopefully you liked the video. Make sure you hit like and subscribe, just so you can go ahead and help me out here. And if you have anything that you're looking to pick up, make sure you check those links down below and get a little bit of kickback from me as well. But until next time, guys, game on.